Hey guys, it's Miss Middleton. I am sorry I can't be with you today. 2 out of 3 of my children have fevers, so I want to make sure that we are getting what we need done and there's no confusion, and hopefully this little video will clear things up. I do want to say that test will be on Wednesday. So, at the end of the block, if you have a little extra time and you look over your study guide, yeah, mark down the things you have questions about. I plan, Lord willing, to be there tomorrow. Pray that the littlest Middleton does not get a fever. That would be awesome. So anyway, without further ado, today what you are going to be working on for most of the block is this document, which hopefully you already have out. That would be awesome. You should have already kind of gone through this first part where you just, in general, you were clicking that the earth was getting warmer, and then you were marking down in general. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my mouse drives me crazy. So, you're writing down in general what you are observing. Hey, as I make this warmer, what's going to happen to the mean temperature or total precipitation? And like some of them might have been like total precipitation. You might have seen, oh, hey, some areas are going to get a ton of rain as warming continues, and some of them are going to become like deserts. It's okay if you see conflicting things. Obviously, the whole earth gets warmer. There was areas that some of you noted got warmer than others, which I was very impressed about. But that is in general what you're doing here. I feel like, I forget, I deleted one that's over here that none of you could do, and that's fine. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to continue on. Oh, hey, just as a hint, this image will be on your test. Okay, so just be aware of that. Be comfortable with it. So why do you think there are 4 different projections for what global carbon dioxide concentrations will look like? Well, it described it up here. If you read this part, that this lower one, SSP1, means that everyone works together on Earth to stop releasing so much CO2. And then this big purple one, SSP5, is if we just kind of keep doing what we're doing. So why are there different projections? Because we don't know how people are if they're gonna work together or not. That's part of it. And remember, we have never had this much carbon dioxide released at one time so quickly. It's not that we haven't had this amount of CO2 in our atmosphere before, it's the rate. And so that's another thing that kind of throws a curveball. We're not sure how the earth will react. Yeah, well, we might find out. I don't know. We'll see here. Anyway, and then this was just a what do you think? Okay, so you can't really get this one wrong. Down here then, this is where things get a little bit, not wilder, but a little more interesting. Okay, so this is where you'll be working in groups. And you are assigned a physical parameter. And then down here, it's the same setup. You have a chemical composition. So let me show you what I mean by that. So first, if you haven't yet, you're going to get onto Schoology. You're going to go down to part 4 here, and you'll notice, oh, hey, I have the lists of who's doing what and what groups are right here. Your sub has it also. Right here's where the link is, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It pops open. Come on, continue. And remember, when you are getting on this, you are clicking on the advanced side. You are not getting on the simple, you're getting on the advanced side because you all are advanced. You know what's up. Okay, so remember, we don't touch data set, we don't touch season. We're just looking at variable and quantity scenario. So when I open this guy up, you will look, you'll see what your variable is. So let's say I go in here, there's mean temperature, total precipitation, I think some of you might have been given. The other one was sea level rise. No, yes, sea level rise and sea ice concentration. So you might click on one of those. Because I am not in your group and I don't want to give you guys answers, because I'm that kind of person, I'm going to do sea surface temperature. Wait, let me make sure that's not one. Ugh. If I go down here, down at the very bottom, you guys will be sharing sharing with each other. Nope. Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, we're good. So I'm going to go back up to my physical parameter. And you'll notice it's East Coast. So first of all, let me go ahead and click sea surface temperature. Come on, love. There we go. It's thinking. It loves it. And then I need to make sure that these parameters are set up. Okay, so I have 1815 to 1900. 1850. Bam. Already there. Beautiful. And then how long after? Well, 2081. We're going to do long term. Boop. And then we need to make sure our scenario is SSP5 8.5. Ew. Oh my gosh, that changed a lot. And then this you do need to figure out, and you can click it yourself. So these are the things you don't have a choice in. Sorry, you do have your variable. So I could be like, oh, sea surface temperature. Bam. Except you would write it. Mine is, because it's water, I'm going to say the hydrosphere, and I would click it. I'd be like, boom, if I could. All right. Now we need to click a region, and you're all clicking the same region because, get out of here, because we all live on this East Coast. We're going to click on East Coast. Bam. And you'll notice it shows you a beautiful, oh my gosh, can I not move you? Oh my goodness, you're, okay, sorry. Should I have test run this? Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, it gives me a graph. I like it. I like that graph. You can look at it in different ways. You can click around if you want. Wow, that's wild. So like click around, take a look. That's a lot of numbers right there. Stripes, what do you mean? Whoa. Don't know what that's all about. I think the easiest way to figure it out is, because I love it, a line graph. All right. And all you're saying, and all you might do, is do a nice little sketch here of what the data is showing. You might even write, hey, oh my gosh, my sea surface temperatures are for sure increasing. I can see that on the graph. Okay. So you do a little sketchy sketch of your graph. It might not be increasing a ton because it's long term. You're looking at a larger swatch of time, but either way, it's increasing. So you would write that down if you were doing sea surface temperatures. Y'all have different ones within your group, okay? Some of you, by the way, are going to be doubled up. So when it comes to the chemical one, there's only 3 chemical things that you're looking at. So yeah, just be aware of that. According to the IPCC Interactive Atlas, how will global climate change affect a physical parameter in your region? So we just said that's where our graph showed an increase. I would write the sea surface temperature is increasing. Okay, interpreting data. Will this change in your regional climate be reversible or irreversible? And this is where, get out of here. This is where it doesn't give you the answer. Okay, you have to think about what you guys know about ice, water, air. For me, I know water takes a long time to heat up, right? It holds a ton of energy. So is it reversible? Again, I can make an argument for either way. You need to back it up. So for me, I might write down that water holds on to a ton of energy. It releases it very slowly. And so it is unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic for it to be irreversible, unless humans just stop doing what we're doing. Um, and yeah, I can make an argument about that. Some of you might be able to make an argument on the other side, and that's fine. I need you to back it up. And then, how might variations or uncertainty in the data affect your interpretation of the data? So, when I look here, and what you're going to see is that most of the time there's some margin for error, right? They have different data points that, okay, maybe it's higher than they expected, or maybe it's lower, but they give kind of like a buffer. Um, so how might variation or uncertainty in your data affect your interpretation of the data? I guess it depends on the I guess history that you're looking at, or you might, even your background. Mine is a little bit pessimistic right now, maybe because my house is full of sick people. It's fine that I'm a little pessimistic, but you could back that up either way. Identify any limitations of the model. So do you think it's taking into account everything? If you are struggling with these bottom two, do not cry. We don't cry in earth science often. And today is not the day to do it, because I'm not here to help you through those emotions. So if you are struggling with these two, that's okay, right? You're fine. Do your best. That's all we can do when the teacher's not there, okay? You also haven't given a chemical composition one. It is the exact same thing, where you go through and you say, okay, let me change my variable. I'm still in this region because that's where we live. That's what we care about. Except now you might have something like, oh, stop it. pH at the surface ozone, CO2, anthropogenic emission. Anthropogenic means human-made emissions, okay? Like anthropology is the study of people. Anthropogenic is people caused, okay? Just a little vocab. Don't tell your English teachers I'm teaching you English. Anyway, so I might do something like that. Surface PM 2.5. Nothing else is changing. Wow, why are we like that? Surface PM is the size of particles that is in the air. These are very small ones that can get stuck in your bronchioles and make your lungs suck or poison you. It's fine. And that's what I'd write down there. I would figure out, is that atmosphere? Because it's particles in the air. Mine would be atmosphere. Yours will be something different. And then it's the exact same chart. After your group is done, you're going to come together and you're going to share what you think. Down here is definitely, right, is this reversible or irreversible? And then what are the limitations? That, again, if you guys struggle, that's okay. Hey, just as a heads up, for Wednesday, you want to be familiar with mean temperature and CO2 anthropogenic emissions. So if you're in a group where someone who had this is absent, look at the list and tell the sub, hey, I'm taking mean temperature. So-and-so isn't here. They will understand, okay? You share that data. You share this information with each other. And then y'all can study, okay? That's all there is to it, all right? Hopefully I'm putting it into the world that I am going to be there tomorrow on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, spoiler alert, I'm out again. So that's why I need you to ask questions on Tuesday so that I know for sure that you guys feel good so you can jump right into your test on Wednesday. All right? You guys got this. Don't cry. I believe in you. Okay? Oh, also, don't be on your phones. If you're on your phones, the substitute knows to write your name down after talking to you. So don't be that guy. Also, don't be playing games on your Chromebook. You're working, okay? And then you're studying, and that's it. Okay, I believe in all of you. Bye.